What is up, guys? It is me, Poetic Whisper, with a Spyro Reignited Trilogy video. So, the last couple of days and weeks and months, I've been keeping up with Spyro Reignited Trilogy stuff, and it's been really, really exciting because I love Spyro, and I have since I was a young boy, and as the stuff has progressively come out for it, I've just been blown away by how it looks, to some degree how it sounds, and most importantly, how many people are excited for the game. There's like this gigantic part of YouTube that I didn't even know existed before all of this Reignited stuff started, that has been covering the game, that has been looking for every nook, cranny, detail. It's pretty crazy how much stuff that people have gone over or gone through for this game. And I've been watching all of it. There's this huge community of awesome people. And, not to say I'm trying to jump into that, but I'm sort of trying to jump into that. While I won't be making videos every single day about, when Toys for Bob puts out some concept art, or the Spyro the Dragon Twitter posts something, every now and again, perhaps I'll bundle a few things together like I'm doing right now, and just give you my general thoughts on everything that we've seen. So first things first, the footage you're seeing in the background is both the trailer and Toasty and Treetops from Teal Game Master. I hope to God Teal Game Master doesn't get upset with me for using his footage, but his link will be down in the description, his watermarks on the video, and his footage that he has is probably the best footage out of the entire E3 weekend, because he's actually a competent game player and a competent Spyro player who has unedited, uncommentated footage on his channel, which is actual good footage. No offense to some of the people who are playing, but I don't want to put some footage of some person who's never played Spyro before in the background. So, to give my general thoughts, they've only shown Spyro 1, which is great, because in my opinion Spyro 1 is the best game in the trilogy, and that's not to say I hate 2 or 3. That's just a personal opinion of mine. I prefer Spyro 1 because of its condensed, story and characters and just the atmosphere, the loneliness, everything that comes with it. I want to play Spyro for Spyro, and some of the later games, 2 and 3 in particular, focus a bit more on mini games and stuff, and 3 you have a bunch of different playable characters, which is great, and it adds to the longevity of the game. But to me, what makes Spyro special is jumping, charging, flaming, and gliding, and Spyro 1 makes use of all that stuff. Of course it does, because it's the first game in the series that adds that stuff, but it emphasizes, gliding and supercharging, and the levels are gorgeous, and the music, in my opinion, is the best music in the entire franchise. And I don't know. And obviously, because of the way they're marketing the game, they're going to show Spyro 1 first, and then they're going to show Spyro 2, and then they're going to show Spyro 3 when we're closer to release, which is not too far from now, honestly. We're 2 months away, almost 2 months away from the Reignited being completely out. And that's amazing. I already have it pre-ordered. I have it preloaded. I don't have it preloaded, but I have it pre-ordered. I have the themes on my PS4. I have it all ready. I am ready to play it, probably stream most of it, or all of it. And I'm just super excited because, when I was a young kid back in the late 90s, Spyro was my shit. Okay, I didn't have an N64. I had a PS1, and one day my mom came home with a couple of games, one of them being Crash Bandicoot 2 and one of them being Spyro the Dragon. But we were kind of neglecting Spyro. My sister and my brother were playing Crash, and I was just sitting there, staring at these games that we have, and I'm like, this one looks cool, why don't we play this one? So I stuck it in one day, instantly fell in love. So part of the reason why I love 1 so much is probably the nostalgia, as well as the stuff I mentioned earlier, because I've gone back and I've replayed Spyro 1 and 3. I don't have 2, and 2's too expensive to buy on eBay because I don't have any damn money. So I just have 1 and 3 on my PS1 still. Well, I have a PS2, but I still have PS1 Spyro 1 and 3. So I went back and played 1 and 3 recently, and I even streamed Spyro 1 not too long ago. And I still feel the same, you know. I still love 1 more than I loved 3, and maybe I'll love 2 more than I remember, but I mean, I played the hell out of 2 when I was a kid, so anything can happen, I guess. But yes, forget my story. We're going back to the Reignited Trilogy. Everything in this game looks amazing. Honestly, there's a few things that I have a bit of a gripe with, and they're really small nitpicks that don't really ruin the game for me. They're just really small things that I want to make, I guess, known. First things first, in the footage you're seeing, potentially, I do not like the gem counter. I think that it not counting up each individual gem is kind of disappointing because it doesn't make you feel as rewarded for finding gems, as well as the lockbox, which I'm not sure if Teal Game Master uses the key or not. I think he breaks the key chest with a supercharge, but in the other footage of the game, when Spyro stands and puts the key in the chest, or the key magically floats into the chest, in the original games he would stare at the key and watch it go, you know, left, right, center, whatever. In this game he just kind of stands there and waits, which is, again, it's such a small thing that, you know, if this is the only problems that I have with the game, then that speaks volumes about the game. But that's a small thing that I don't like. I do love that they have the chests, like the really simplistic but really unique chests from Spyro 1, like the different life chest, or, you know, the fire spin chest. I don't know exactly what it's called, and the one where you fire and the gem pops out of the top. I made a Reddit post about that a little while back, about, you know, I hope that Spyro 1 has some of its uniqueness, you know, in the chests, and how all the gems are all shaped the exact same in the first game, or how the gem pickup sound is different in the first game. I don't know if they'll use a different gem pickup sound, but the gem pickup sound between Spyro 1 and Spyro 2 were completely different, and the gems were shaped completely different. The only thing that was retained was the sound Sparks makes when he picks the gem up. So, yeah. The last thing is, I'm not too big of a fan of the way Spyro doesn't jiggle when he's gliding. I think it like his animation looks great. It's just he doesn't move when he's flying, which looks weird. I didn't record the Sunny Flight footage, but it's point blank clear as day when you watch the Sunny Flight footage that he doesn't really move when he glides, which is weird. But again, could be overlooked. And, you know, I'm not going to talk about some of the other controversies, because as much as I don't like them, I feel like they've been talked to death, like the Twilight Harbor controversy with them not using the guns and stuff like that. I love the way the dragons look. I love the way the levels look. The enemy I like the most, probably, that they've shown off so far is the Electronork from Terrace Village. It looks sick. And Toasty's redesign looks sick. So, I'm stoked. And not even just that, but they showed off Ripto the other day, which I'm going to show on screen, which looks phenomenal. So, I'm pretty stoked. But at the end of the day, I'm happy. I'm going to report on some more of this stuff at some point, because like I said, I kind of want to be part of this ever-growing Spyro YouTube community, and there seem to be a lot of lovely people in it, so I hope they embrace me. I hope Teal Game Master does not mind me using his footage. Again, check out his channel in the description. The dude's got tons of Spyro content if you're into this, so... And his footage is really good, so go check it out. thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another life.